I like to joke, just count them real quick.
Cow. Wow. this is incredible. Like, hey, what's up guys, and welcome back to the channel, and thanks for stopping by. Hey, today we are in Oregon. We're not cruising in the 808 anymore.
503.
503. We're cruising in the 503. I'm here with Gary, who is the creator of the BMXmuseum.com, this giant website. And for all you guys that are into old school BMX, you know, the retro bikes, you know, things that we grew up with back when we were kids. Gary just one day decided, hey, let's document as many as possible, and started BMXmuseum.com back in 1999.
Yep.
And so, thanks for letting us hang out.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, I know we were trying to get together about a year ago when I was back here, and I'm super stoked to be able to hang out with you today. But let's get a little bit about you. Like, what was your background like with BMX? Like, I think your first bike I saw on your website, you
69.
had in 69. So what's your story of BMX or bikes?
Boy, that's a tough one. I don't know. I've always loved them because of their freedom. Like,
Absolutely.
so I lived with a bunch of women, and they're always trying to tell me what to do, and like, no, I'm gonna go ride my bike.
Yeah. I know for me too, it was a way to just like, I think back in the day, our parents really didn't care too much. They were like, just be home by dinner.
Yeah, exactly.
And then
we'd
go ever, we'd just ride our bikes anywhere and just be home when the lights came on. Mm-hmm. Was that how it was like with you too?
Yep, exactly.
And so what kind of bikes have you had over the years? I know you had the Schwinn when you started.
Yeah. The Mongoose was my first real bike, I guess I'd call it, yeah.
Same here.
From there, just everything. My friend always worked at the shop, so he would get a new bike, and I would get his old bike. Like, every 6 months. So.
Wow, he had a good friend there.
Yeah. Because he always wanted new bikes too.
Yeah.
So. Schwinn Sting, like so many of them. We got into GTs for a while, GHPs.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Then finally, '86, I went in the Navy.
Okay.
So he got the Flying Rhino. I never got one of those, but then I came back. Then in the Navy, my bike got stolen. He sent me a GHP. Like,
nice.
We still talk today, David. Yeah, he's funny.
And so I think you mentioned earlier something about GHP was like one of your favorites.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Why was that?
Because my friend was into him so much, so I got to ride his bikes, and they ride really well. It's always been performance.
Yeah, because Greg Hill was a GT rider for such a long time, and then he kind of started his own thing, right?
Which he regrets. I've talked to him about it.
Oh yeah.
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 This is the height of his career, and then like he wanted to start his own company because he wanted to buy a house, and GT wouldn't give him a contract or something. So like, he wanted to have the paperwork official to buy a house. So.
Well, that's cool that you got to talk to him.
Oh yeah, I talked to him recently when I got that 29er.
Oh yeah, because I know you said that was like one of 25. Mm-hmm. That's awesome.
Yeah, and I have the 26 in the kitchen too. Like,
okay.
So I have every one but the tricks. He made a freestyle for a minute.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
Yeah, they're hard to find.
A freestyle GHP?
TRIX. Like, yeah.
Wow. Okay. And so, how has it been? Like, what made you decide to start BMXmuseum.com? Like, how did that begin?
I was tired of making money for my boss. We were selling jewelry on the internet.
Okay.
So I was getting paid to be on the internet, and then I found eBay, and like, it was over.
Oh. And so, but did it start as, was it a place to just like record, you know, the history of bikes, or was it always, hey, you know, a place to go and buy stuff to, you know, or where people can sell things?
That didn't start like 2006. We started the forums. I originally just wanted a list of every bike.
Okay.
So I get excited if I find one from Denmark or South Africa, like weird BMX.
Yeah. So it just became a place to just put up any bike that anyone wants to send.
Which it still is. You can do all that for free.
Yeah.
It's just buying and selling. It's $25 a year.
Okay. But since then, I think it's become one of the probably biggest places, other than eBay, to pick up, like, if you're looking for any kind of BMX part, old or new, I think. Yeah.
And info. I try to have info on each company or riders and stuff.
And so does that give you some insight also into the industry? Do you get approached by people that you grew up watching? And, you know, like you mentioned, you met Greg Hill.
Yeah, I've met so many of my heroes. It's funny.
Yeah, and how has that been? That must have been pretty
so
cool, though.
Yeah, it's
right?
exciting. They've even been here, like different riders and stuff.
That's awesome, because I think that's one of the coolest things that I've found since kind of getting back into it, is that, you can go to these events now, and some of these guys are still in it. Yeah. You know, maybe
still
not
riding.
Racing, but they're riding, and then maybe they're still part of companies, or they're still promoting things, and they'll show up at events, and you can go and meet them.
Yeah, the longevity is amazing.
Yeah, I mean, you can ride a bike for quite a long time. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So you've been riding bikes ever since?
Oh yeah.
Since
every day. I rode yesterday. Yeah.
That's nice. And then, so when did you start collecting bikes? Because you have quite a collection here. I mean, we've only been in the front room.
The front room, yeah. I was saying around 98 or something. I was down to 5 bikes.
5 bikes?
Yeah.
Okay, because it starts at like 5 then. Because I'm at like 6 or 7 right now. So my wife is probably gonna be a little worried.
But then I went back to Boise and got some of my old bikes that my friend still had.
Yeah.
So I've got a Kuwahara I've had since '81.
Oh, nice.
And my friend, both of his kids went to high school on it.
Okay.
And then I bought it back from him.
Nice. Yeah, my mom sold my Kuwahara for like $50 when I was in college, and I'm like, I wish I could find it again.
Right.
Because it's worth way more than $50 now.
Yeah.
Oh, and
to
so
some of us, like, the value is so weird. Like,
exactly, because it part of it is, you know, how you felt about that bike as a kid, the nostalgia. Yeah, like whether or not you had it, or whether or not you really wanted it but could never get it. You know.
Yeah.
I think that's what a lot of us older guys are finding now, is that, you know, now that we have adult money and we can afford to buy some of the bikes that we couldn't afford when we were kids, that's how we're kind of getting back into it, you know. And for me, it's just been so much fun, because I'm doing the same stuff like I did when I was a kid. I'm like, you know, I get a bike, and then I'm like, okay, what can I change on it? You know, what kind of parts?
For that one, I've been the GHP. I changed the C-post clamp, changed this, changed that.
Yeah.
Trying to match the gold.
Exactly. Right.
Dark gold, light gold. Yeah.
Trying to find parts that match, or support companies that you like, and so it's been that's the part that's been really fun. And then also getting to meet different people like yourself. Like it's been incredible. It's a great group of people. I tell my wife, I'm like, I can go to like a bunch of different cities, and I can just ride with people that I don't even know really personally, but I know them online or through Instagram or social media or through YouTube. You know,
I think we need to start a bike club or something. It's an idea I've had. Like, when I go to Austin, I'll ride your bikes. When you come to Portland, you can ride my bikes.
Exactly.
So you don't have to travel with them. That'd make it easier.
That's what Bernie and I have always kind of like put out there. Like, if anyone comes to Hawaii, like, you know, you don't have to ship your bike. You just come to us. We got some bikes. Come to our island, and we'll take you around. And we actually had a guy that hit us up recently, and he brought his own bike though, which is amazing. But we took him out on some rides, and he was pretty stoked. So.
Yeah, it'd be a special group. You have to have at least 10 bikes. You have to have $1,000 deposit.
I don't know. But it would be kind of cool to just be able to. And I think that's one of the cool things about this sport, or this bike life, or whatever you want to call it. Like, where you can just pretty much pick up, go to a number of different places, and connect with people that you know love it just as much as you do.
Exactly.
So how many bikes is in your? Do you even know how many bikes you have in your collection right now? Over 1,000?
No.
No.
Under.
And
then there's complete bikes and frames. And
that,
you know, like I call it a frame set of bikes. So let's say over 600.
Over 600. You ever did an inventory on any of your stuff?
I tried. What I buy and sell. And,
Oh.
I know which ones I don't have. I don't have a DG or a Cook Brothers or like certain ones.
And
RRS.
Are those you're looking for?
Yes and no. I don't know if I'm gonna have a physical museum now. I'm kind of like At first, that's what I wanted, but the security and the expenses and
it would take.
It might be a 9 to 5. I like to just be able to go for a bike ride whenever I feel like it.
Right, and that's what the site is affording you right now. Right. So that's really cool.
And for the site's been going 25 years. So
25 years already. Yeah, it's got to be, because if you said you started in '99. You know, like, we're coming up on 25 years pretty soon. Any special plans for hitting
I got
25?
Some stickers and this and that.
Nice.
Maybe sell it all. Give it away.
Wow. That would be some sale if you ever decided to do something about that.
Because sometimes it feels like the bikes own me. Like, sometimes I own the bikes.
Yeah, I can see that. I mean, when you have such a large collection, I'm sure it must be, you know, a little daunting at times to like think about, oh my God, I got a lot of stuff. and then you don't really realize it every, year after
it just
year,
keeps
you just
accumulating,
kind of like,
accumulating.
yeah.
I gotta get to the good bikes. Like I'll have a great bike I want to ride, but it's behind 10 other bikes that are just in the collection. So.
Well, then maybe what you got to start doing is like figuring out which ones you really want, and the other ones, start putting them up online. I'm sure guys are.
I've been saying that for years, though. So.
Maybe you got to hire somebody to come in and help you do that. It's really cool though. But tell us a little bit more about the website and like what do you get? If you're a member, or how do you what do you? I think you said it was free just to join.
You can join for free. You can put up pictures of your bikes. You can talk about bikes. You can find
access
parts.
to the forums.
Yeah, all for free. But if you're pro member, you can sell stuff. You can see all the sold items.
Okay.
Which is good to know. What's this
pricing and
what's
stuff.
It sold for? At least,
yeah. Okay.
Stuff like that. You get more message space, more storage.
Okay, so if you're a pro member, that's what, $25 a year?
Mm-hmm. And I host the pictures if you're a pro.
Oh, okay. So they don't have to worry about. Oh, because that's
linking
right.
Pictures
Before, because before you have to like have a place to just put your photos, and then exactly. All right, so you just put everything up for those guys.
So but way back when, Photobucket hosted a lot of pictures. So the site was great, and then they changed their policy. Then the pictures disappeared from the website. So.
Oh,
that was the trouble.
That must have been...
Because we had the reference section, this and that.
Yeah.
There's a lot of catalogs, magazines, all that in there.
Yeah, I kind of imagine you want your photos to be in a place that is not going to leave because a company decides to like change.
Exactly. And now people steal the photos and sell the bike on Instagram or Facebook.
Yeah.
That they don't even own.
Yeah.
So there's
so many scammers out there.
Yeah.
It's just amazing on Instagram how many like bike shops will pop up, and it's like it's someone else's photos, It's
just trouble. So then you have to watermark images or and some other hobbies or whatever, like shoes or coins. You put a picture of, like, you write your name and the date.
Oh yeah.
So that verifies that you have the bike.
Yeah.
So that's one solution.
Yeah.
They could still Photoshop that out, but
they probably they might. Yeah, that's tough though. The scammers are like, and they're so smart now.
They've tried to sell my bikes. I'm like, what? But it's also a community. Everyone knows, like, oh, that's Gary's GHP. You can't sell that. Like,
yeah, exactly. So that's good.
Yeah.
For at least the guys who know, right? So what's been the most rewarding part about the site and your work?
Being able to quit my job. I was an
awesome.
IT guy. That's a stressful job.
Yeah. So you were in IT before this. Okay, so that makes sense, because then you knew how to like build the site, kind of get it up and running, and all
I was getting paid to build the site. Like, leave me alone, I'm busy. And I'm taking pictures off eBay.
And what's then probably been the most stressful part about the site? Is there anything that you can think of, or is it just something that's been fun?
The fact that I am the site. I'm HR. I'm
You're everything.
I'm the accountant.
One man guy, one man band, right?
Everyone thinks it's this corporation or something.
Yeah.
It's just me.
I found that a lot with some of the people that I've recently talked to, like Morgan from Billet BMX, the guy that just started that company. Like, it's just him.
Right, yeah, you're the shipping.
Yeah, he's shipping. He's the artist.
Complaints. Yeah, you're the graphics.
He gets the packages done.
The tax guy.
Exactly. He has to do everything. So I think that's what a lot of people might not understand, is that in a lot of these, whether it's a BMX museum or whether it's a BMX company, it's just a lot of like one person kind of business models,
And the moderating and people that don't get it and this and that.
That's true too. Do you find, are there a lot of guys on there that you might have had to ban at some point, or just
a few?
How have the forums been? Pretty good.
Good. Well, I have like 12 volunteers.
Oh, okay. That moderate it?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
So that helps.
That does help.
A lot.
Yeah. Because sometimes, I know I've seen this, and I don't know if it was on your site or some others, or it could be Facebook too, where you got the guys that are really, old school, like a bike has to have all original parts. Don't put
BMX Society.
I
know that Steve, he started it. It's a great site.
Yeah.
But they're very particular. Like
they like things their way.
That's 85 brake cable housing, not an 84 brake cable housing.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
At some point, it's just a bike, right? Like.
And I guess it depends. I mean, if that's what you want, then that's fine.
Go for it,
because then that's what you can do, and you can,
But don't talk down on other people because they got the wrong.
It's hard sometimes.
Brake lever,
when that happens. Yeah. And how is the action in Portland, like in Oregon? Is there a lot of BMX stuff going on?
Because
I've seen lots of different like bike shops, but I see mostly like road bikes. You know.
There's only a couple BMX shops in Portland, but we have more skate parks in Oregon, I think, than anywhere.
Oh.
So that's really come up.
And like pump tracks too? They have pump
Also,
tracks on there?
Yeah.
See, I gotta check that out.
There's one on Gateway Green. It's really good.
Oh, okay.
And free.
Nice.
Yeah.
We're trying to get one built on our island, a pump track.
They're great. They're so exhausting.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean,
they
it seems like
improve
a
your
lot of
riding.
fun though, you know,
Yeah.
like and you can have skateboarders on it, you can have bicyclists on it, so
scooters. This and that.
yeah, so I think it'd be really cool for the community to have
I
a
agree.
place like that to be able to go, you know.
And all ages can use it. Like,
Yeah, it doesn't have to be limited to just one set of group or like.
right.
Sometimes skate parks, it's pretty much it's just
Yeah.
it's just kids on skateboards, you know.
There's like the two qualifiers. Like, is the skate park good, and is the crowd that goes there good? Like, there's some I won't go to.
That's true. That's true. Sometimes
too
the
many
crowd is just
tweakers or
yeah,
skaters or-
yeah. That's a good point.
Burnside, for instance, is very famous, but skaters don't really like the bikers.
Oh, I can see that where there
So the
might
bikers go like before 10 a.m.
be. Okay. It's
The
kind of like
unknown rule. Yeah.
yeah, it's almost like an unknown unsaid rule. Like it's just like everyone knows it, but it's not really posted on the wall.
And if no skaters show up till noon, you can ride until then. If they show up at 8, then you probably should leave.
Yeah. It's almost like surfing in
Yeah,
Hawaii.
yeah, yeah,
Right?
exactly.
Certain breaks
Territorial,
you want to
yeah.
go. Exactly, territorial. That's interesting. Well, that's cool because I haven't really seen much. Everywhere I've been looking as I've been driving around, I've been looking for something, but I haven't really seen a lot of BMX stuff. So
I think it's getting better and better. Like, the younger crowd isn't so into the skate bike wars. Like, in the 80s, it was bad. Like,
Oh, really?
yeah. They kick your board into your spokes or something, like,
Wow.
because they felt like they built it. It's their park.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But we have so much in common. It's
Exactly.
It's a skateboard.
Exactly. That's interesting. All right. Well, maybe
All right,
we can
keep-
start.
keep moving around,
Yeah,
all right?
we'll move around and kind of check
Okay.
out some of your stuff. Yeah.
All right. It's a STR1 replica.
Replica. So
Okay.
someone built that then.
Not an STR1.
Yeah.
Made in Thailand.
Made in Thailand. That's amazing.
Because
though.
Stu kept making PK rippers, so they had to make him a stronger frame. And that was
Wow.
the STR, because he would rip the bottom bracket out. That was Joe Kintner's Olympic bike for 2008 Olympics. Of course, the ET. Lots of bikes. And then I get other kinds of bikes too, like some of these road bikes I don't really ride, but I could trade it for a BMX. So I was trying to store frames, so I made these special racks or cubes, whatever you call them. So it's 5 one way and 5 the other,
Okay.
and they're on wheels. So I was going to
So
try
you
to
can move them around.
yeah, take them to shows or this and that.
Oh, Patterson.
That's a Australian copy. They never made that in
They never made
24 inch in that style.
Oh wow. I see the Chick Star. Is that the one that someone was
Yeah,
talking
they're making
about?
offers. Yeah. Wow. Somewhere in here's the 24 inch Master that the guy from Mahalo sent me, the first one in the U.S. Like, they all have stories.
Oh, I can imagine.
I was thinking you could probably ride this one. 26.
Oh, the Skyway.
you'd
Yeah,
be used to that almost, right?
That's really nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's just like our blue one
Yeah.
that we built.
Exactly. And then, like, does this red match that red?
Right? No. Then we went through the same thing with the blue.
Yeah.
Oh, shoot, this blue is a little too dark. Oh, this is
Right.
a little too light.
Back in the day, we'd take a oven cleaner and you could just take the color right off.
Oh, yeah.
So
I
everything's
think, I
silver.
want to say Bernie did that before.
Yeah.
He took out some color off of that. Yeah.
Because we were kids, red was my color, blue was my friend's color.
Okay.
So I'd either give him the blue part or take the color off of it.
Yeah. Yep. I know, we used to do all kinds of crazy stuff.
Oh, yeah. And then mountain bikes, other bikes. This and
Yeah.
that. My 22's hiding over there. 18 over here. Wow. So there's what? Redlines, old GTs, quad angles.
Oh yeah.
That one's CWs.
Kind of see some of
Those
that.
are Moto Mags. That's another GT
Red
down
lines
there.
Hard to see the GTs, yeah.
There's a couple of Z frames
Oh yeah, I
in there.
can see the
so-
BMXs, yeah. Oh
the
yeah.
Moto Mags. And my other problem is I love every bike, So some of these have stuck seat posts or a crack in the
Yeah,
frame.
yeah,
or something.
yeah.
I don't care.
You don't
I'm
care.
not going to ride it anyway. So
Yeah, it's just here, just
an
yeah.
example.
Wow.
I've had this one since 1979.
What is that?
GT Pro.
And did you paint? Was that painted?
Yes,
repainted,
my friend
or?
painted it.
Oh, okay.
I don't like the paint job much, but it was so much lighter than Mongoose's and other frames. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I've worn it out a bit. I put mini races on this one.
Wow.
She's got the smaller down tube.
And
It's so much lighter because Mongoose's are kind of heavy.
And then this one had the stamp? No stamp on that one. Pre-stamp.
Yep. It's got the weird number. Pretty sure it's 80, 79 or 80. Yeah, there's the number. It says 77.
Wow.
When Gary Turner was making them for
When
his
he
kid.
was making them, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Stuff. And this is just kind of the overflow.
Yeah, because I heard there's a basement.
Yeah. And the number plates.
Yeah, the dyno plates, the rad
posters. A lot of these stuff is signed
track.
too. This one's signed. Sheepdog, I became friends with Kevin Hull.
Oh wow.
He's the guy in Rad with the big blonde hair.
Okay.
Yeah. He's stayed the night here a couple times. Sean Butler's been here. I had my friend paint those. Those are all stars. Who's that? Stu, Harry, Moeller, Daryl Young.
Oh, that's pretty
and
cool.
Greg Hill.
Oh yeah, Harry with that.
With his jump, yeah.
Yeah. Those are cool.
And then the Olympic ones over there from Nike.
Oh yeah.
Wasn't Nike had an event here where they were showing off number plates that they had painted for a show, and they said, "Oh, we need 30 handlebars to put the number plates on. What do we do?" And
Call Gary.
said, "Call Gary. Yeah, here's 50."
Call Gary. He's got a lot.
Yeah, so that was good.
Oh, that's
I got to go to that event and meet a bunch of people.
Yeah.
Mira and everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think Fireman's Texas Cruiser, they just get 100 bikes.
Oh, yeah.
They sent me that. So sometimes I just get stuff for free.
Yeah, because we were in Texas and they had a booth.
Yeah.
And a lot of guys ride that.
They're great guys.
Yeah. Yeah, I was looking at those.
I love companies that are by riders for riders.
Exactly.
They don't just make them for money. Yeah.
What size is that bike?
24.
24. Nice.
With red velvets. Those are hard to get to.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
All right, then you're going to descend into the madness. That's this little... These are all seat post clamps. Trying to get organized, but when there's this much stuff, it's difficult. I need to set up a camera right here so people get the reaction when they realize.
Oh, when they see what's around this corner. Okay, wait. I'm going to have my son do this. So here, hold this. And you can, yeah.
Because I say I have a lot of bikes, people are like, yeah. But then when they're... I like to joke, just count them real quick.
Cow. Wow. this is incredible. Like...
But I do care about them, even though they're piled up.
Yeah, but you know what? It's like, again, this is your collection. Who cares? Like, it's you. Whatever you're comfortable with is fine. But this is incredible. Holy smokes!
On and on. So this is like Caleb's bike. This is Mike Escamilla's bike. Like, because I have so many, they need to be kind of special now.
Yeah,
Get me excited.
Yeah.
This is Matt Hayden's bike. There's the Black Widow. That's like a 40-pound frame with a motorcycle.
Oh, with the
actual motorcycle shock.
Yeah.
Here's the only Phil Wood BMX frame. There's Phil Wood mountain bike.
And how did you come across these then?
I had to harass the sales rep for Phil Wood for 12 years. So that block belongs in a museum, a BMX museum.
Yeah.
Finally,
they finally gave it to you.
He sold it. Yeah. Here's Andy Patterson, number 10, of GMC. Possibly the most expensive one in here. Frame, fork, and bars. See, the bars are squished this way, not that way. So I sold a set of those bars for $3,500.
$3,500 for just the bars.
Yeah.
Oh, good God.
Because they were white, and I needed the chrome ones for this thing.
So you think that's probably one of the
Yeah, because it's number
the holy
10.
grail.
There's frame fork bars.
Wow.
Even just the seat posts, like the laid back seat post, has a James C stamp. So
And that's
it could
what
go
it
for
is.
$2,000. Like,
Holy smokes.
because they quit in '86, and it's very rare.
Yeah, you don't see too many JMCs anymore.
And there is some organization, like there's all the platform bikes behind you. These are the castings and this and that.
Yeah.
There should be a uni-strut. Remember those?
Oh. Yeah.
Those are hard to find.
Yeah.
Because Lynn Caston's a pilot, so this is the same as on the front of his plane.
That's crazy.
But you're supposed to be under 100 pounds, I think, to ride them.
But yeah, like because
So
the Castons are all the guys that are coming out with the red lines now.
Yeah.
They're doing
Lynn
all
Caston started Red Lines.
Yeah, so they got these red line repops or ones that are coming out. Kuwahara.
And then these are all made in Mexico because he took manufacturing. He sold Redline in like '86 or something. He started casting.
Wow.
There's some dirt jumpers, this and that in here. The Challenger, there's only a few of those. See, it's got all the extra bars.
Look at that.
That was
Wow.
Canada in '81. He made like a dozen of them.
Holy smokes.
I tracked him down. He's 80-something now. He's like, how did you find me, number one? How did you find one of my bikes? Like,
wow. That's crazy. All the tubing on that.
yeah. This is a funny one. It's red and black. I had one that was white, red, and blue. The guy contacted me. He's like, that's my bike. It was custom painted those colors.
Oh, no way.
My mom sold it in '86. Like,
Wow.
is there any chance I could get it?
Wow.
So sure, send me your red and black one. You can have the red, white, and blue one. That seemed to me.
Yeah.
He was thrilled.
He was thrilled on that.
Yeah.
That must have been really cool for him. Trickstar. Eevee.
See all the platforms?
Oh yeah.
This one's supposed to be Dave Vanderspek. Remember the curb dog? That's his bike.
Holy cow.
Or I guess it's this one. Yeah. Boss, Trickstar, Norco. Some bash guards, this and that.
Torker.
Those are the Torker sections. See the Torker stems, Torker.
Holy smokes.
It's a little dangerous, but I tried to clear it so we can go all the way around. So here's where I start with Stingrays.
Oh yeah.
So it's one of everything, Stingray till now.
One of everything.
Until now.
That's cool.
Gotten out of hand. There's another GHP 24. This is like I call it a Burning Man bike. See the funny face on it?
Oh yeah.
So that was kind of ugly, so I got a deal for it on Craigslist or on eBay. Profile frame fork, bars, cranks, hubs.
Wow. Yeah, I had one of these banana seat.
Yeah.
You know,
with the gas tank.
I didn't have a gas tank, but I had like those bars and.
It's got so much area to move. You can wheel and everything.
Yeah. Oh, and a Diamondback.
So many Diamondbacks. Diamond cracked. So this makes this one much cheaper, right? When it's got the tabs for the chain.
Oh yeah.
So this is an actual Silver Streak. This is a knockoff or the lower model.
See, I had a Silver Streak. Yeah. That was my first like nice BMX bike.
That was the first affordable complete.
Yeah.
Because before that, we were all just frame forks.
I remember just looking in the BMX Action or BMX Plus magazines and just like drooling over it. Like, oh, I remember those the like the composite chain like. The
the Addicts. Yeah.
Yeah, the Addicts.
They're
Holy
bad.
Smokes.
The chain falls off because see it's flexy.
Yeah, I remember. I haven't seen this in years. Holy smokes! I remember these though.
Yeah, they were a bad idea.
A lot of guys use them though.
But they don't like color, they don't rust. They don't go away.
Yeah.
Still around. My friend found a box full of them. Here's when you try to put a too big a headset in a 1-inch frame.
Oh, it just.
Yeah.
Wow.
I could repair it, but
yeah. Profile. There's just something about a profile that I just love.
Yeah, it's just a hutch with a bar and a hole in it.
Yeah, like I don't know why, but I really like the profile. I've seen some really nice ones that people have like built up.
And if someone has 24-inch forks, I need them for this one. Those are MCS forks with Torker stickers.
That'd be a nice one to build.
Yeah, there's so many parts that are kind of hard to find, right?
Yeah.
So this is standard, mostly standard. This is the threadless section.
Okay.
So there's some organization. Threadless. Here's a nice Diamondback.
Oh yeah.
With the dual drops. Right?
I remember those stickers. Oh, dual drops. Holy smokes.
The Diamondback Medium Pro. More special bikes. This one's Cecil Johns 2426. It's got like 42 gears or something. It's got a 7-speed hub, 7-speed thing up there, 3 in the front. So
wow, all the different
too
combinations.
Many, yeah, way more than you need.
Yeah.
I don't really like aluminum, but I have some. There's the Rocket. So this shelf is S&M. It's one of my favorite brands.
Okay.
These are all S&Ms. All the way to here.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Yeah. This one was on the magazine cover. They covered it in a rubber cement and lit it on fire. And he jumped it through a hoop or something.
And you somehow got that.
Yeah. I bought some tires on eBay. The guy's name was Neil Wood. I'm like, oh, Neil Wood, I need some stickers for my Neil Wood frame. And he's like, okay, I got them. It's like, what? It was actually him.
Wow.
He says, I'm moving soon. Do you want any of this stuff in my garage? So that's how I got that.
Yeah,
and the prototype and all a bunch of stuff.
Well, you got some really interesting pieces here then.
Because S&M is by riders for riders. Like they take the input and make better bikes. Here's the Murray Stay Holmes.
Oh, yeah.
This was the GT table. It's kind of gotten out of hand. But there's a Repop
Mongoose.
Yeah. And then some handlebars.
Wow.
Revcore. This one was left at a bike shop. They never paid the repair bill.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
So
it's a BMX. Gary, do you want it? I'm like, yeah. Flight cranks.
Holy smokes.
I put the Revcore pedals on. I finally found those. It's fun finding key pieces.
Yeah. And then
they're under $1,000. Yeah. But maybe. Bully, Turbo Light. So many projects.
Oh yeah, I had a neighbor that had, I think, a Turbo Light.
Yeah.
You know.
This is the mini version, but still, like the smoke chrome was cool.
Oh, I love that. The Harry Leary Turbo is my all-time favorite. I think. Just the way that bike looked.
Yeah.
The smoke chrome on it.
Yeah, and everything was kind of custom.
Oh man, I just love that. Like the Johnny True Torch makes.
Yeah, it makes it 26.
Makes it 26, and so I was like, if I can find somebody to kind of paint it.
Yeah.
To match, that would be a fun one to build.
This is a reproduction 20. It's got the thing on it. So I have the.
Oh yeah, Gary Turner. Yeah.
So I have the 20 and the 24, or the 24 and 26, number 83. So that's my race number. On and on. Let's see if we can keep going. Boxes of brakes. Sting I've had a long time. There's only 13 of these. Vlad the Impaler.
Wow.
And I am trying to take care of it, not get it chipped up.
Yeah.
Here's another one you could probably ride. Skyway 24.
Yeah, the
I think
Skyways
we can
are
get
nice.
this. It's got the Chris King hub.
Oh, that thing's
Angry
huge.
Bees.
Yeah. Oh, and flyers. Yeah.
Project.
In Texas, we saw these guys that had these hubs that have the gears in them.
Mm-hmm.
And on the handlebars, there's a way that you can switch the gears. Kind of like, you know, these bikes you find in like city bikes.
Yeah.
That you can rent and stuff. Similar.
Right.
And we were talking to the guy, and he said the OM Flyer is the only frame that they found that was wide enough that can fit that.
Okay, yeah,
that
different
hub.
spacing in the back.
Spacing on that. So, I was telling Bernie, you got to find one for your wife, because he needs to get a bike for his wife that has gears in it.
Yeah.
You know.
That was popped up on the website. So like, wow, what? It was $400 for everything. I'm like, I got to buy it.
Yeah.
I've already got 6 of them. So I'm like,
what
am I going to do with
another one, right?
Yeah.
Holy smokes.
And like cheaper freestyle sometimes.
Yeah.
But gotta have it. This is a 24 hybrid, one of the first GTs with gears. So I have every other model of 88 GT. So like
Wow.
my friend had this one. He's like, oh, you can have that to go. There's the four-piece bars. A few four-piece bars.
Some Harrow bars,
Yeah,
GT.
Paragon, GT, Bully, S&M, Moe's bars.
Wow. Yeah, it was no problem for you to get 30 or 50 bars for that.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's just a matter of which ones you want.
Right. These are mostly 24s across here. And I have a thing where I make a new bike for my birthday every year.
Okay.
So this was like my 41st birthday. Was this one? Like, there's another GHP.
Oh, another
Obviously,
GHP.
I love those.
Yeah.
This is Nuclear Blast. The guy has a record company and he made some bikes. So he sent me a couple of those.
Oh, wow.
I helped him work on the head tube
the
sticker.
green ones.
Yeah. And there's some that there's a 20-inch Challenger, S&M, International Challenger, and then a matching 24.
Oh.
So there's a lot of matching sets too.
Yeah.
The titanium Auburn, I don't know. Everyone loves the original finish PK Ripper. Some people really love the original paint.
The paint on that.
Yeah. The Daryl Young to go with the Andy Patterson.
Oh, yeah.
Daryl signed it and ridden it and
GMC.
everything.
Oh, that's
He's a
cool.
friend. Comes around.
See some Supercross.
There's some GT mountain bike, this and that. GT mountain bike. This is a GT26. You've seen these thin pedals?
Wow.
That's weird.
Yeah, it's to find a GT24, like one of the old school. Because did they have a 26 back in the day?
Yeah. There's one in the corner over there. Somewhere over there. Yeah, that one hanging. But they were kind of flexy.
Oh, okay.
So they ended up cracking and breaking.
Oh, so
there's not as many.
not a lot.
Let's see, more GT mountain bikes and stuff. So the prototype black market here, which is a 26-inch S&M.
Yeah.
They don't really make. Chris is talking about making them again. And this is some of the best ones. Here's the Philwoods, my favorite hub. So all these bikes have Philwoods.
Philwood hubs, nice. Yeah, they make some really nice stuff.
This is original paint OM, signed by the OM.
Wow.
Bikes and bikes and bikes.
Bikes and frames and parts and holy smokes. Evel Knievel.
Somehow I got a hold of the last Torkers. SE made Torkers before they quit in '98 or whatever. Like, so these are the last Torkers from the factory.
Oh, that's really cool.
Because what was it? Matt Hayden's wife was cleaning out the garage.
Oh, and
I bought something off of eBay. She's like, I got a bunch of BMX stuff if you want it. So I bought all of it I could.
Wow.
Do you want these frames that have never been ridden? I'm like, yeah.
Yeah. Holy smokes.
More and more.
Arrow freestyle.
Pile that. So these kind of the 26, 29s over here.
Okay.
More and more. The anniversary Redline with the front suspension. You ever seen those? They made 50 of them. It's just platinum right there. But of course, it's got Philwoods and flight cranks. Because remember in the day, you could just trade frames. You've got good cranks, good wheels. You could just, it's like baseball cards.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
And some are taller, shorter, different.
Yeah. Yeah.
Here's a kiwi Redline. People like that color.
Oh wow. Take a look at this.
Because it's got the wraparound head tube. Remember
that pinkish red line
hiding in there somewhere with the gray Paragon Masters.
I needed a light. I got
a flashlight or something. This one's got bad paint. Like it's another deal on the site. I think it was $400 or something. Like that frame's worth a lot more than that. I could repaint it or just write it as is. Like, who cares if you chip the paint?
Yeah, I remember the fluted seat post
and the oval tube and all that. And the giant head tube. Stuff and stuff. And someone gave me this. Oh, here's a Redline 24. You need that, don't you? Like, no.
Do I need it? No.
No.
I'll take it.
Do I want it? Yes. Here's another one I got recently.
Wow.
If you can get through here.
This is incredible, though.
This one still got the card. See the.
Oh yeah.
Someone's father passed away. They're like, "Do you want this?"
Holy smokes.
Yeah. They call them egg beater forks.
Oh yeah. I have never seen that before.
Yeah, I made a dozen of them or something.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
And you made the loop. There you go.
Some tough neck stems.
Stems, bars.
Oh, you got a moose goose too.
Yeah. That one's on Facebook. It was for 800 or something. He listed it. I said, sold. I'll take it. And other people were like, oh, I'll give you 1,000. I'll give you this much.
Holy smokes. Because, yeah, I remember that stem.
Yeah. That one's all 81.
Yeah, that was like, I remember that. Because I had like the cheapest mongoose you could get, you know, Costa brake,
right?
Heavy steel rims on them, you know. But I loved that thing because that was my first BMX.
I think the aluminum bars, you could never get them tight. So those are stainless, so you could actually tighten them down a little.
But I remember that. I've never, I haven't seen one up close.
It's got the 3-speed on there.
That's really cool. And then the quads.
That's the first retro quad. Then the one in the back is the Johnny Chopper, made in Australia.
Oh, okay.
Before they made 24s. And that one I bought the frame and fork. He says, well, you really need those wheels to go with it because they're painted to match. He says, well, I can't afford them. Like, so he kept them for like a year and a half, and finally he sold them to me. He's like, you really need these.
Yeah, because I see
matching
that
hubs
now.
on that.
I see the hubs
bike.
on that.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
So yeah, some people care more than just money, right?
All the Harrow plates, I had these too.
Yeah, that Suicidal one I've had since '85. That was mine.
I remember that.
Yeah.
I remember that one. I had that one as well. And then we would make our own.
Right. Yeah.
We would cut out and then use chicken wire.
On the mesh. Yeah.
Yeah, the
exactly.
mesh. Do the chicken wire on the back. You know, make our own. Like that would help us.
More aerodynamic.
Yeah. Oh man.
And then some are like art pieces. Like this one is kind of dented, and I think there's a crack on it somewhere. But I had my friend pinstripe it for me. So it's light as fuck. He has like bulimic people.
Oh my god.
Right?
Oh my god.
Because see, it's kind of hammered, and
yeah.
you might not want to ride it, but it's still in with all the other frames, right? Like,
yeah.
Here's another bulimic person.
Is that they throwing up?
Yeah. And this one's a Holmes. You know John Holmes? He's a porn star.
I was going to say,
he's
that
longer.
John Holmes?
Yeah. So look a little closer at some of this pinstriping.
Yeah, you can see it now.
But that was just the extra long S&M was a Holmes.
Yeah. Did they call it the Holmes?
Yeah.
For him? Oh, that's funny.
I think they still make them or something. I don't know. So I finally got some big pieces of bar. So you just put that with bike hooks.
Yeah.
So you can just flip frames over.
Yeah.
Because it's hard to store this many frames.
Yeah.
I'm hoping it doesn't fall down someday.
Right? That's the only thing, is you gotta make sure everything is nice and pretty sturdy. But the frames are pretty light. They're not too bad. But
and they are frames. They can. They don't get
Yeah.
instantly dented.
Yeah. But wow, this is incredible. Oh.
And thrusters don't have serial numbers, but this one does.
Oh wow.
I think someone just did that for fun. I don't know. Yeah, that's the serial number. Let's see if
They made their own.
Oops. Look out, wire. Yeah, sometimes I wake up my roommate. It's hard to do anything down here without clang.
Yeah.
So these are my 2 GTs I've had since 87. 2024, I raced them a lot. I had this one repainted, but still. This one I put the box profiles on in 87.
Okay.
And never taken them off.
Holy smokes.
Yeah. Because you start taking cranks on and off, they get loose and kind of weird.
Yeah.
Put them on one time, perfect forever. I
That's
like
true.
profile a lot.
I love profile cranks, the retro ones.
Yeah.
Love those. Just trying to decide, okay, which bike am I going to put that? Because those are like $500 cranks.
Right. Someone sent me this one in the mail. NOS free agent limo.
Wow.
Another limo's another extra long.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And you got the mongoose right next to it.
Never built flowable. Got another flowable over there in OS. Yeah. And there's a bunch of 20s and stuff in here. Piles and piles.
Wow.
Kind of try to put like parts together. Like someday these will be on this bike. Ambrosias, you've seen those with the weird Italian rims?
Oh, yeah.
Very desirable. That's it. Did you get a quick count? Oh, there's more over here.
Yeah, it's hard to like.
I know.
It's hard to fathom how much stuff is in here. This is incredible, though.
There's lots of. I've been collecting these for the mongooses. They all need the seats.
Oh, yeah.
We've got a bunch of those over here.
The seats.
There's a bottle opener.
Mags.
Double cross. Remember the Elf double
I
cross?
remember this seat.
Yeah, Uniturb. Hammerhead.
Oh, yeah, because it came with the seat post in there.
Super light. And I think they usually bend right there. Oh, it's not bent. Usually they bend. But these are made for like 90 pounders.
Like little kids, you know.
200 pounder on there. Obviously it's going to have an issue.
Yeah. I got the Elf.
The MCS Freestylers. These are kind of fun.
Wow.
Both styles.
Is that a shock on that?
Yeah, that's another of those platinum red lines.
Yeah. Like the one that's in the corner?
Yep. 25th anniversary red line.
Wow.
That's another one people have been making offers on. Because there's only 50. And I think they're even numbered. Like that's 33 of 50. They made 50, 20, and 50 mountain bikes.
Well, there's your apartment.
Yeah, exactly. Condo.
There's your condo. Holy smokes. This is awesome, though.
And now I have bikes in Thailand and bikes in other places, too.
Mm.
Bikes at Mom's house. Because it's hard to travel with, right? You gotta just have them there.
But yeah, I can't imagine, like, if you had to move all this stuff out.
Yeah. I did move around the corner, but then I moved back. And before I moved back, there are white walls in here somewhere. Like, I cleaned it up and put in one of this custom table
put
and
in
stuff.
and put in the different piping and stuff for different things. Yeah.
Some have issues. Like this one, someone made 14 millimeter.
Oh.
Like, what are you doing to a PK Ripper? That's not a street bike. The GMC bars with the special. See, it's bladed there.
Oh, yeah.
So those are a couple grand maybe. I don't know.
Holy smokes. I mean, there are things here that I have never even seen. But, being on Kauai on an island, we don't get to see. We don't get to see a ton of stuff.
This one was copper plated in Thailand like that.
And do they have shows and stuff here in Oregon?
Oh, yeah.
Bike shows?
A bunch. We have our annual one in July, August. There's one coming up in Eugene, October 1st.
Oh, wow.
At the track. Yeah, I don't know. So many. The COVID Cruiser.
Yeah, the COVID Cruiser is pretty cool.
These are fun. Again, trying to match the golds.
Yeah.
It's tough, because all the gold's different. And also, there's my personal quest for the best bike. So, for a while, this was the best bike.
That was the one.
But then I found one of these, like, oh, this one's bigger, this is the best bike. But then I found one of these that had disc brakes. I'm like, oh, that's the...
Yeah.
Because I want to ride the best bike, right?
Yeah. I love disc brakes.
Yeah. Especially hydraulic disc.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I like this one so much, another one popped up on the website. So, I better get it. So now I've got another backup. So I made them exactly the same, so you don't have to decide.
Yeah.
Guests like that when they want to go for a ride. I want to ride your bike.
Yeah,
I'm like, well, these two are just the same. So
Yeah.
And this one's not mine. My friend leaves this here when he wants to come ride.
Oh, when he wants to come?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's the one that's not.
That's the only one. He must have a really,
Hard
forgivable ass to like sit on that because I cannot.
Yeah.
Bernie has one in which he has the Kashimax Arrow.
Yeah.
And
I
I'm
used
like,
to ride those.
I can't ride that anymore.
Yeah.
Like I can ride it for 15, 20 minutes maybe,
they're
but
hard.
like
These are horrible. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they were great when racing and everyone was standing up, but
and the Dominator will dominate you, those square ones.
But to like sit on that for a long term.
So now I'm into padded seats a little bit better.
Oh, you got another
bigger bikes.
Cost Cruiser here.
Yep.
Is this one?
It's a reissue.
Reissue.
There's 2 more in the box behind that one actually. I think it was 2013. So what's the deal? Mongoose exclusive distributor is Toys R Us and Walmart. So they still make good bikes, race bikes, but they don't sell them in the U.S.
So where are they sold? Just
Australia, England, or all around the world.
So you got to get them from one of those places.
Yeah.
Interesting.
But I knew the guy that designed them.
Because the only other place that I could get something similar would be Johnny True Torch.
Right.
You know, because he makes the replica.
Exactly.
But it says replica on it because he doesn't want to get.
Yeah.
I'm sure he doesn't want to get.
Which is important. Don't try to trick anybody.
Yeah. Oh.
Like this GT right here is a Mongoose. See the GT stickers? Because you get to buy stickers back in the day.
Yeah, right? You can still buy stickers right now.
Yeah. It's a Torker.
The hutch back there.
That's a 26 hutch. That'd be a good project for you. Oh, you already have the 29.
Yeah, Bernie has a 26. And he got the Z-Frame 29.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have a Harrow that we got that's a 29 that I want to...
Oh, from Planet or something? One of the,
yeah, one of the cheaper ones, you know. But I like that style.
Sure.
And I'm just going to repaint it, though. I got this guy on Oahu that's going to kind of like trick it out for me, like with the paint. So I got to get it to him to strip and then paint again. But
yeah, prices are so expensive. Like, oh, it's only $300. I better get it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's the relative value.
Yep. And then shipping is just so ridiculous lately.
Oh, I know.
Oh my God, just to ship a bike, like nowadays, it's like to ship a bike to Hawaii, $330. Damn. For one bike. I'm just like, that's insane. It doubled in the last 6 months.
But everything is like, I sell valve caps and little parts.
Yeah.
It's $7 to ship them.
That's crazy.
So how you gonna sell them for 10?
Yeah, everything is just gotten out of hand. I don't know what the deal is, but
shipping would go down.
Oh, you got some profile cranks right there too.
Yep, those are the retros. The Redlines are the old ones. The pre-pinch bolt.
What's crazy too is grips.
Grips,
like
they go for so much. Oakley's,
$350 for grips. I'm like, Jesus Christ, for grips.
I wish Oakley would
I wish they would too. Like, you know, they're still a company that could easily pump that out.
And they've made a couple for projects, but
yeah, they'll do it for certain you know, reissues. But if they could come out with grips again, man, they'd make so many people happy.
I guess they make so much off their sunglasses.
I guess
to bother.
They don't even need to, but. Wow, this is
Pro
incredible.
I was going to tell you some Pro Shocks over there.
This is incredible. Thank you for letting us
You're
check
welcome.
this out.
Yeah. And I do care about them, even though they're piled up. Like, let me make that clear.
Yeah.
Like,
We don't want comments on there like, oh my God. No, just to have this much stuff though. Is just, you know,
in a rental house.
In a rental. That's even crazier. That's even crazier.
Yeah.
That this is a rental that, and you know, they could come to you and be like, hey, we want to sell or whatever.
They know they're down here though. It's
wow, this hutch right here.
24, yeah. The Boss bars. I think fat stems, pit bulls. I made the seat post.
Oh yeah?
It's like an elf zip back. How do you call it? We couldn't get them in Idaho.
Oh yeah.
Laid backs always bend.
Yeah, so you just
these don't bend.
Nice.
Yeah. Because so many frames are short, you got to get back a little.
Yeah, just to go just a little bit further back, right? That makes a difference.
Long ago, interesting. Made that in '87 or something. My friend was a welder. Because it's the same as aircraft tubing. It's just 4130. And he was making kit planes or something. So I got this chromoly scrap. I'm like, what?
Nice.
Let's make frames. Let's make bars. Let's make C-posts. Let's make something.
Let's do something with that stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. That is really cool.
Pretty wild. Huh?
It is wild. This is wild. This is history. There's
Yeah.
a ton of history in here. And just one-offs, just a lot of like unique things that, you know, people will give you or you found along the way that
Here's
you
a
can...
custom standard thruster tribute.
Oh.
Because the bar doesn't do anything, right? Oh, that's a thruster. It doesn't make it stronger or lighter or faster.
Yeah.
Or anything. It's just,
is it just them trying to make, you know, separate themselves maybe from other...
They call it not a GT, it's a thruster.
Right.
And the dropouts are weird, but...
Yeah, that's true. Those are different. Those are interesting dropouts.
From New Jersey, I think.
But they're coming back too. I see Thruster.
I don't know if it's
has
the name or something.
Yeah, I don't know if it's. I don't think it's the original guys, but I see Thrusters on Instagram.
And things like 6-volt stem. It's not.
Yeah, you
better.
can see that.
It's just different.
It's just different.
Yeah.
You're right.
Oh, those are Torker.
You see the Hutch frame sets that they just came out with? $3,800.
John DeBruin. He's an interesting guy.
That's some pricey stuff.
Yeah.
And there'll be guys that'll pay that,
sure.
you know, because they want it, which is fine. If you want to pay for that and you want to build it and have all Hutch stuff, man, go for it. That's
your
cool.
bike.
Yeah, and that's what it is. It's your bike. You can do whatever you want with it. You know,
make it pink.
Who cares what anyone else thinks? You know, another uni seat.
Yep. Here's the uni turbo, crotch rocket, and they're light. There's nothing.
See, like I was looking at this and I was thinking like that's for your feet. You step on that, but no, this is a seat.
If you're 50 pounds,
if you're like, you know,
on a 10-pound bike, then
a little 7-year-old racing.
Right. Isn't that hilarious?
That's crazy.
Because this wasn't light enough,
right? So they had to like shave some of it off some more. But then, God, I can't even imagine sitting on that.
It's just ounces, right?
Right.
But some rich dads need the lightest bike, right?
Exactly. Titanium this or titanium that.
Right.
Yeah.
Minis. There's some 90s bikes, this and that. Those are all homeless. Some of them there, like the yellow.
Oh, yeah.
The bullies. See how thick the dropouts are? It's when they went to the peg era.
Yeah. That is a huge dropout.
And it's made so you could actually grind on the bottom of it there, like grind some of it off. It won't matter.
That's true.
I've never been in pegs and grinding much.
Yeah, me neither.
But I respect the talent, you know.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Here's Scott's signature.
Scott,
yeah, he kind of started BMX, right? There's autograph on there.
Is it somewhere? Oh, right here.
Oh, there it is. Yeah.
Right here. Founder of SE.
Wow. So I got that on the East Coast in 2001.
With the signature already on it?
No, I got him signed.
Oh, you got him to sign it?
But it was hanging in the shop forever. And like, I paid $500. I'm like, oh, I'm kind of overpaying. Now.
Not now.
It's worth more, yeah. I got that and a Moose Goose way back when. This one's never produced. This is another Australia copy of a JMC.
Of a JMC.
26. They didn't remake one.
Yeah. That's pretty nice though, still, yeah. There's a big BMX scene in Australia.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah? Because you can buy a lot. There's a website that you can buy like old school parts from. And they look like
I think they reissued the Comp 2s, in fact.
You know, they really look like the old school stuff.
Yeah.
So you met Scott then?
Yeah.
How did you meet?
Times.
Like, how did that come about?
We were having a bike show, and it was the same time as the Do Tour was in town. So he came to the bike show.
Oh, nice.
With Mike Dominguez, Brian Blyther, like Xavier, like all these people.
All the big guys.
Yeah. I was excited to meet them.
Yeah.
And they're just regular guys, kind of. Like, they're very down to earth.
Yeah.
I love that about BMX.
Yeah.
I couldn't meet Joe Montana or something. You know,
Yeah. Exactly.
I'd rather meet Brian Blyther.
Right. The guy that I interviewed that was in Hawaii, the guy Lance Simpson, who's a photographer, he was talking about how he'd go to his friend's house to sleep over, and the friend lived next to Scott.
Okay, yeah.
And he'd go to the friend's house and he'd be like, "Hey, I know that house. That's the one they jump off into the pool.
Yeah, the quadding over the pool.
And then there's the bus. Oh my God! So he was just like more into like just seeing if Scott was around to see him.
I think they're trying to remake that bus. One of the SoCal guys.
One of Damon, that guy.
Yeah, Damon.
Yeah,
with
they
the
actually.
Volkswagen van
they built that up. That thing was. They were just out at what is that? Frogtown.
Right.
So, I gotta make it to one of those. You ever went to one of those?
No,
big things?
I want to go for sure.
Those look really fun.
Yeah.
You know, to see all those old school guys there and to see the downhill racing again like it was back.
And there's one in Texas. There's a couple, 3 of them. Like they're trying to do a points race for those guys.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
For the old guys?
Yeah. So
interesting.
if you win all 4 events, you could win another trophy or something.
Yeah.
For me, I'd just love to be on the gate with Stu or Greg
Yeah,
or something.
that would be
expect
really
to
cool.
win, but just,
exactly, just to say that I raced
Right.
against Stu Thompson or one of those guys. That'd be really cool. I think that's what those things allow you to do.
Yeah.
You know, that's a big draw.
And they're so approachable. It seems like.
Yeah, like everyone, every. I don't know. I haven't heard of any story from anyone in which somebody was just a jerk or something.
Yeah.
Everyone's just been really cool. Even like Mike Miranda, like those guys all seem super approachable.
And they're getting into it. Like he helped do Frogtown, I think.
Yeah. He's one of the guys for that. So it's really cool. Like definitely want to try and make it out to those events.
And they're surprised that Kevin Hull, I met him. Like he's like, you know who I am? I'm like, you're from Rad. You're that guy. Like, God, my wife is sick of me talking about it. Like, you're someone I can talk to. Like,
yeah.
And he has a scrapbook that shows all the stuff from like
all
when they were bike dancing and stuff. It was a trailer they were pulling. Like 'cause you can't balance in and do all that.
Yeah.
So we had a lot of behind the scenes stuff.
Oh, that's cool. Because there's another guy that watches our videos, and he was in E.T.
Okay, yeah.
He was one of the guys with Bob Harrow in that scene, you know.
Yeah, jumping down.
Robert. So we're gonna try to get him on one of our podcasts to talk to him because his story is pretty awesome.
Yeah.
You know, he was working for the guy that I guess was a sole distributor for Cool Haras.
Yeah.
And so he worked on all the bikes for all the actors and.
And they took them apart after the movie and sold them and gave parts away. And I was like,
imagine if they just had, you know, if somebody just had the thought of, let's just hold these.
Somebody saved one of them and it sold for the most of any bike.
I don't know.
It's a lot.
But it's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Kuwahara just blew up after that, man. That was the smartest thing that guy did.
Yeah, for sure. I think they approached GT and Haro and stuff. And
yeah.
Being a movie, so what?
And I think they were in hearing them talk. I think at first the guy that was a distributor was like, "Free? You want us to give you free bikes? What are you talking about?" And then I think someone said him on the side. I was like, "No, this is gonna be in like this movie, and everyone's gonna want one." And then they're like, "Oh, okay, then."
Yeah, it worked.
That was smart.
It was good marketing.
Yeah, that was. Wow.
Yeah.
This is awesome, though. Thank
Cool.
you.
You're
Thank
welcome,
you again.
yeah.
This has been incredible. Just to pop in here and just see all of this stuff.
If someone has a warehouse where I can spread them out, maybe.
Yeah, if someone is out there and wants to donate some space, they got some space that they want to, maybe another BMX fanatic that is looking.
Because I would spread them out and organize them. It'd be nice to have all the red lines together or whatever. Like
it kind of would be kind of neat to do that. I'm wondering if that, like, if you were able to space some of this stuff out, you could even have people that came in and they would probably. There's a lot of people that might want to come in and just look.
Because they got the new one in Tulsa or whatever it is.
Yeah,
they're doing really good.
Yeah,
lots of jerseys.
I kind of feel like there might be. I mean, you wouldn't have to make it up look like a museum, but like just to spread some of this stuff out and like even if you had like some of the, if maybe there was some documentation on the significance. The ones like the stuff that you're telling me, like
this was Jay Graves' bike. This was
like that would that'd be pretty awesome. Yeah. But yeah, we need somebody out there to.
The Smithsonian, I don't know.
Somebody who's a diehard like us that has some space and would.
Well, there's a few of the top collectors like Jeff Haney, this and that. Like, I just wonder if we could combine a couple of.
Yeah.
If I can combine this with someone else, we'd have the biggest collection for sure.
That would be incredible.
I'm definitely top 5. I would say like.
Oh yeah.
Just the amount of frames.
Yeah, just the amount of stuff you have here, and like we can't even see the true.
Right. Yeah.
Like because
there's
stuff all underneath, and it's hard to see what's behind, and you have other stuff behind that, and so it's
bikes
like
over here,
there's so many things here.
over there, yeah.
Because you could just have the history of all the red lines.
Yeah,
right.
Absolutely.
All the.
There's a couple I don't have. The original loop tail.
Yeah, but I mean, like you would.
Yeah.
You,
77, 78,
cool,
79.
yeah, to kind of be able to see all that
lines.
stuff. You could have a section on just parts or bars.
Bars, yeah. Boss ladder bars.
Right.
I do that sometimes to make like a guide or something. Like this is a real Boss bar because it has the micro knurling.
Oh, and the hole. Yeah. So these are things to look for, right? Yeah.
Specialized made a copy, but didn't have the holes and that. Like, when people cut them down.
Yeah. See, interesting. Yeah, that's the kind of stuff that not a lot of people might know about.
Right.
You know, you could
stay
out there.
This one's cracked. Vanderspec cracked it. Got a new frame, so this is from the frame manufacturer. I got it from his kid.
Wow.
Yeah, everyone has a story.
Yeah.
Pooch was the moped guys trying to get into BMX.
Oh yeah.
So they had thruster build their frames. So
no way.
It's pretty much the same frame. It just has a gusset up here.
With their name on it.
Yeah, see the backs are the same, the dropouts are the same. Just a little different details.
Oh yeah, that's interesting.
Torker went taller than the original ones. I always thought these are made to break off. See, that one's cracked too, I think. So you just move your seat clamp down. Or buy a new frame. Who can buy a new frame?
Yeah.
Trade it away.
Yeah. That's what we did. We just traded parts away.
Yeah.
You know. Hey, I got this. What you got?
I got my Panda Pro on my 16th birthday. My mom paid it off and it was in the kitchen. And like a week later, I traded it for a Redline. She was like, "No, you don't."
Oh my
I had to
God.
go trade it back.
I had to get it. Yeah. My brother had a Panda.
Yeah, I loved them, but the seat angle was too far back.
It was back.
The MX2 fit me better. And it's a Redline. Mom, it's a Redline. To her, it's nothing. To me, it's like, it's a Rolls Royce.
Right? Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Moms don't understand.
Yeah.
Like my mom selling my bike for $50. She thought she was doing me a favor. She's like, "Oh, you know, your bike's been sitting in the living room and you're in college, so you need some money, so I sold it." I was like, "Oh, how much did you sell it for?" $50. Oh, that was painful.
Oh, here's a rough one. I bought a JMC frame and forks on eBay. JMC frame,
but not
Huffy forks.
Huffy forks. Oh, they just stuck.
But they're bladed and they have the sticker.
Yeah.
But here they're Huffy. They're not as good. Got to watch the phrasing on eBay.
Yes, that happens sometimes, right?
Yeah. I still got a deal on the frame, so whatever. Here's the real ones too.
Oh yeah, they're capped.
Yeah.
You know. Versus open.
Just my mistake. You can't really get mad at the guy. I mean, like.
Yeah.
It was shady, but
slightly.
Yeah. 10th anniversary Mongoose. They gave them away at tracks. They didn't sell them. It's got the weird stickers.
They just gave them?
Well, they gave them to the ABA, and the ABA gave them to the top racers. So a hard one to find.
They have very many rims? I don't see too many rims.
They're out back. There's a whole other, space. And there's more bikes out there. And more bikes and more bikes.
Yeah. Cool.
There's some mountain bikes. There's a Bontrager. Somewhere there's a prototype quad 29er. It's hiding way back in there. So now I have people contact me. I was Brett Downs for it's like, "Hey, I've got this prototype if you want it."
Oh wow.
Yeah, I want it.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's my story. I don't know.
Nice. Very cool.
I really like bikes.
Yeah, I think you more than anyone else that I know. I don't know anyone else that loves them more than you do. That's awesome though.
Most days.
This is cool. Yeah, but I mean, it's, you know, I can see how this is also definitely, it's like, wow, there's a lot of stuff here.
Yeah, I get overwhelmed myself.
Yeah.
And I do even occasionally like, oh, I didn't realize I still have that.
But it is really cool though that you have this.
It's fun. That's my thing. I love every bike. Like here's a Murray or whatever. Right? It's not valuable, but you need an example of the Murray to show why this one's good. Like This has that, and that has that. Oh, this is a Kuhara. That's a Murray. Like, they all influence each other, kind of.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, for sure.
So yeah, I don't know how to wrap it up.
All right. Well, thank you very much
You're welcome.
again
Yeah.
for letting us kind of check out this really cool collection of bikes that you have and bicycle parts.
You're welcome.
Feel really cool being here to see this, and I'm glad we got together.
Yeah, me too. Absolutely.
Thank
Once
you.
again, I do love everyone, even though they're poorly stored.
Yeah, so this is definitely a collection of love here. This
Yeah.
is just, there's a ton of stuff here.
Right.
Just history of BMX and all things connected to it, with all the different, little one-off bikes you have and things that people have sent you. But this is really cool.
Cool.
But thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, if you stuck around this long, thank you so much for watching. And we'll see you in the next one.
Yeah.
Until then.
Aloha.
Yeah, see? You got it. Until then, take care of one another. Be safe. And aloha.
Aloha.